Alright guys, we've got a Whirlpool Amana badged washer, and customer stated it's not draining, and most of the times the customer is going to tell you what's wrong with the machine. Okay, now still need to do your checks just to make sure. Now this drum looks like the rubber was rubbing. That should not be that tight. I have a feeling there may be some other issues other than just the machine not draining. Something is rubbing. See that? So you want to check everything while you're here. I need to go inside. See that? Got to know your product. All right, so we got to know drain. All right. Now, let's just see if we have a code up here. I have no idea. What I like about Whirlpool, though, they're consistent with their diagnostic. And if you're not sure, you can always put your machine into diagnostic, and it should show the last error message that was programmed or left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So F9, E1. So, all right, so let's, another thing you could do, power it off, power it on, drain, and spin. Close the door. Well, now, when the lock is locked, the pump should be on. You hear it? So we might have a clog, or something is holding back the impeller. So you don't want to keep running it, because it's not draining. All right, so on these, it's a stacked unit. And I don't have my all dolly to take this off. So the drain, Whirlpool does change them from time to time. So I'm going to remove this. There's a spring under here. And we're going to pull that and reach down and see if we can see the pump. We might just have a clog. There's the actual spring. And I'm going to reach down and see if we can maybe put some towels down and see if we can get this pump unclogged. And customer is overloading this as well, because you can hear all that rubbing that was going on. All right, let's use your hook pick, even a flat blade screwdriver you can, and pull that off, and then we're going to gain access for inside. All right, so get your hook or flat blade, doesn't matter. You're going to pull. See our pump right there? All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna see if we can get maybe some towels, and you can reach down. See it? Let me see if I can show you. All right, so you do have some water, so get a towel. And we want to get as much water out as possible. You don't want to get it on your floor. Then get another towel, get it underneath. And I'm hoping I'll have enough leverage to turn that, and we should be able to do that from up here. When they're stacked, you have to kind of improvise and see the best way of doing it. So let that get sucked out, and then we do have another towel just in case. Put some along the side and anywhere you don't want water, because in this situation you don't have a lot of choices. All right, I'm gonna reach down and see if I can reach it. Really can't give you any angle here. So you're reaching down and you're gonna be turning. Tightening is clockwise. Undoing it is left, counterclockwise. So you're not gonna have a lot of leverage. So difficult one, but it can be done. All right, so I'm turning it. You can hear the water. And most of the water now is already absorbed in the towel, but you will have some underneath. And you can take your time, so don't take it all the way out. Just basically let some water out. You can see we have some here. So you don't want it to go too much, and you just go slowly at a time. That's fine. Okay, nothing over here. Yeah, just a little bit. So you can take your time and let the water seep into the towel, and then you can slowly release the opening. So Whirlpool, in their geniusness, could have put a drain right there, but you know, I guess I wouldn't be here. All right, let's try it again. Sounds like a lot of water, but it's not. Wow, that sounds like a lot. I'm going to minimize the water, so let's get another towel. The customer said I can use whatever I want towel-wise, so let's get some more. Something is probably still in the pump. Can't show you. You got to reach in, and to the left, you'll feel the opening, and that's where I'm feeling it. And you can stick your finger in, and you can pretty much feel the front of the pump. Sometimes you get lucky. Not a lot of leverage to do anything in this thing at all. So I'm going to try another drain and see if it drains. I was trying to move it. Next thing is maybe get a hook or something you can get in to move whatever the obstruction is. That's a lot of shaking. Way more than necessary. All right, so we're going to try this. Once you go in, I'm going to see if I can turn the pump. Sometimes it's just something that is holding it from moving. The main pump is going to be the one on the right. You do have two pumps in this unit, so this will help you. And I think I've located the obstruction. I think it's on the right side. Feels like a piece of clothing. So we're going to use a hook and see if we can grab it. I felt it, but I can't pull it out. So let me see if I can pull it out with the hook. Okay, so like I said, I found the obstruction. I'm going to bring you guys in so you can see it. Now we've disconnected the drain and the recirculating. I was trying to get it from the recirculating, which is the one on the left. The one on the right is going to be your drain. It's the larger hose. If you can't get it back on, you will have to take your machine apart. Just letting you know that. So once you get the hose off, once you get your sock or whatever is in there out, you need to be able to get the clamp back on. I will try and show you, but it is difficult. Scale 1 to 10, how difficult? Maybe a 7. So be prepared. A lot of angle, a lot of finger maneuvering. So let me show you what's going on. Oh guys, sorry about the angle. Not even sure if I could even show it, but that's what came out of the pump. And I had you guys down here, but not sure why nothing actually showed up. So, but I think we got the stuff out. We're gonna put it in for a drain. And I wanna make sure that everything is tight down here first. So let's take a look. Now the drain pump should turn on. There you go. You didn't hear that sound before. All right, it can be done. You may get some bruises, but it's definitely worth fighting with it instead of removing all of that. Oh yeah. All right, now we're gonna put the spring on and we're done. All right, we're draining. Now before you button up, we haven't put that on yet. You wanna check for leaks, make sure you don't have any leaks. So let some water in, let it sit. You're gonna pause the machine. Have your towels ready just in case if you have a leak. You don't wanna take a chance. That should be enough water. Pause. And you basically wanna sit and let it see if there's any leaks or anything. And if you don't see anything coming, then you can actually go ahead and put it in for a drain, which is what we're going to do. I'm going to power it off. There you go. All right, pump kicked in, unit drained. To get the spring on, you might need this tool. It expands it, makes it a lot easier instead of fighting to get that spring on. Some Samsungs, I think some LGs, you can just use your finger or your hands and stretch it, get it on. The angle is tight. It spreads it, makes it a lot easier to put it on. Sometimes the angle will get you, but definitely a lot easier. All right, I need two hands, but you guys get the understanding of how it goes on. All right, so it is on. With this tool, it definitely makes it a lot easier. Now all you have to do, loosen it up. And the spring is back in its location. All right, those will need to be washed. Hopefully, you don't put any more in there. That's 3. I think that should be enough for a washer. Don't overload your washer, guys. All right, so we got that done. As you can see, everything is done. Can be done. All right, thanks for watching.